welcome back to another Frugal Friday, where we have the sun shining, as you can see behind us, and we are excited to bring you another chapter in this book. So today looks like going to be a short chapter. Kim, let us know what chapter we're reading today.
We are on chapter 27 of The Art of Frugal Hedonism by Annie Razor Rowland and Adam Grubb. And today's chapter is titled Be a Character. Okay, no pressure here. This is far from an essential step to frugality, but having more personality is a seriously excellent substitute for constructing a persona via consumption patterns, like what you own, wear, eat, and drive, where you live, and holiday. You don't have to become one of those old men who get about in bare feet in a pinstripe suit with a 6-foot python wrapped about their necks, but you do have to hone in on things you're interested in and pursue them. Develop your own opinions, or let some of those quirks and eccentricities that you may have been suppressing blossom into visible traits. People love to gossip, so give them that gift by being worthy of it. Cultivate blithe disregard for a couple of your least favorite cultural conventions. It makes people feel less embarrassed about their own shortfalls by comparison. Be simultaneously stupendous in some other regards, and you've got yourself a package. Having a degree of social standing is important to all humans, whether they admit it or not, and is actually an important part of being successfully frugal. There are more ways than one to pick that particular hedgehog, however, and earning a place amongst your fellow humans via who you are rather than how neatly you fit in is highly effective and often much cheaper.
I don't think I understand this chapter. What's it trying to say?
I think it's saying that instead of keeping up with the Joneses, be the Allens.
Okay. So, how do we do that, I guess?
I think instead of being like, so say you want to be seen as someone who's like really active and outdoorsy, and so you decide that maybe you're going to buy a Subaru Crosstrek and athletic gear, and everywhere you drive up, you're going to be in your athletic branding clothing and look a certain way and have certain backpacks and certain gear and stuff. And so that's kind of how you develop your persona. And so instead of that, just cultivate an authentic and unique personality. So instead of spending all this money to create this idea of who you are, just be who you are without needing that.
Okay. But didn't you try to buy a Crosstrek?
I did, but I didn't buy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's ways we all maybe spend money trying to build the life that we think is what we want to be, even though it's not who we are.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can still be ourselves and not have to have those things.
Yeah, and I think there's a fine line. I mean, if you're going to be really interested in some sort of hobby, you might need some of the gear that goes with that. If you're going to take up running, you might need to invest in some running shoes and some leggings that work for running. You might need a few of those trappings. And then as you become a more avid runner, you might end up buying a fitness watch and some of the other stuff that really helps you with like the activity that you really like to do. But I think that's different than just buying the things to cultivate the persona of how you want to be seen, if that makes sense.
So rather than buying this brand new car to get up to the mountains, you take your car you already own and you drive up to the same mountains, and maybe you can't get up as high because you don't have four-wheel drive, but you can still find some trails that are just as beautiful to walk on, and you didn't have to spend all the money and whatnot. And maybe they're less traveled trails because everybody else is driving up to the ones that everybody knows about, and everybody's trying to be this specific person.
And then maybe you figure out how you can fix your older car and you become sort of a side mechanic, and then you talk to people about that when you're at some sort of gathering, and they think, oh, this is a very weirdly eccentric person who's into learning and doing unusual things. And that's kind of how they develop their thoughts of you, as opposed to this cultivated persona that you're trying to.
And then not caring what they think of you.
Yes, I mean, I think that's super important. Yeah.
So Interesting. Well, I'd love to hear what you guys think about this topic and different ways that maybe you've either bought things to try and get the persona you felt like you wanted to become, or the opposite, where you've developed a persona not based off of things that you own. So we'd love to hear those in the comments down below. And is there anything else that you think we should discuss about this being a character?
Not about this topic, but on the day that we are recording this video is this guy's birthday.
It is my birthday, yes.
Happy birthday to Jesse.
Well, thank you. It's a little late now for the video coming out, but today is my birthday that we're recording. So, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.